All right, guys, welcome back. This is the second episode of bagging a Nissan Hardbody. So let's jump right into it. Here's the lower control arm. I have a piece of plate steel. It's a 1/4 inch by 10 inches and it's 3 inches wide. So I measured from the back of the control arm to the position where I'm going to weld it on, which is 5.5 inches. And I'm going to go ahead and weld that on. I already cut off the shock mount in the center, ground it down, and cut off the bump stop, so it's pretty much even here.
Fee applies. Equipment taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Clarify. Remove and cleanse. An indulgent shower experience engineered to use up to 50% less water. Water designs are or in the attic, or in a shed, or under the... Don't wait years. Do it now.
We make junk disappear.
All you have to do is coin.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Or visit 1-800...
Okay, before I weld on the bag bracket, before I weld it on here, I need to cut this piece out here so I can get to the bolt that goes through here. Easy. Otherwise you're gonna have a really hard time. So I'm gonna cut this out where the old shock mount was. All right. So now let me go weld this on. Okay, I just got done welding the back bracket on. I'm gonna clean it up now. So like I said, I welded it back here, and then underneath I put a piece of the 1/4 inch steel, so it's not at such a pitch. Okay, I cleaned it up some. I put it in the sandblaster and sandblasted it. So now I'm gonna see I missed a little bit. So anyways, I'm gonna weld this piece of angle iron right here. So I'm gonna weld that on here across the bottom like that. So that's gonna give it the strength. That's why I said I'm not worried about it bending. It's a shock. It's gonna be plenty strong enough. Okay, next we're gonna cut this. We're gonna cut the bump stop off. So I already drew a line. I don't know if you can see the line. I drew a line where I'm gonna cut. Hard to see back there. I don't want to cut. It's coming off. Okay. Okay, I just finished cleaning it all up. So I have a filler plate to go in here, and I have a filler plate to go in here. Okay, I cleaned it up. I welded in the filler plate. Okay, so it comes in a couple pieces. I said this goes here. This is gonna go here. I got to trim this piece. There's no way, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to see exactly the shape. So there's my shape. And now I'm going to transfer it. I'll transfer it to this here. So I need to trace it out and then cut it so it'll just slide in there nice and snug. I got the lower and upper control arm back on, and I brought the bag out so I could find the placement. So what I did was I put the bag on the lower control arm, then I bolted this on, lifted the control arm up to see where my bag placement is. The bag is not fully compressed. It goes down a lot more. But anyways, I wanted to see the bag placement. I had on the jack. I marked it, so now I just need to tack weld on. I want to tack weld this on and check it again before I weld it. And that should be good right there. check this to the bottom. I'm just going to loosely put it on. I just want to see where that bolt lines up. Okay, that's good. That's going to do it. Okay, this is the driver's side. I'm going to mount the shock bracket, the upper shock bracket, but I'm having an issue on this side because the frame is inset to the body. So I need to weld this to the frame, but if I weld it to the frame, it's gonna hit. So this is only on the driver's side. The passenger side, you don't need to do this if you're gonna mount your shock bracket the way I am. So I'm gonna cut this piece out right here to get clearance. Make sure that brake line is out of the way, okay. Little piece out. So we should go up in there. Oh yeah. Perfect. That'll work. That will work. So all I did was notch this little piece out. Okay. Now, when I put my shock tower in here, I have plenty of room. Okay, I just jacked up the lower control arm to full drop. Ouch. So full drop here, so I can get my shock mount placement. So these are still the stock shocks. I'm gonna pull it out just a hair, like a ½ inch. These shocks are blown, so they're not going anywhere. They just stay in one place. So okay. So I got my shock placement. Okay, the bag's on, lower control arm's on. So I need to put the upper control arm back on. I'm gonna bolt it right back on there. Just make sure when you put your upper control arm on that you don't get your shims mixed up. As you can see, this shim is thicker than this shim. So just make sure you don't mess it up when you put them back on. So the shocks, I'm replacing the shocks. These shocks are blown. I probably already said that in a previous video or in this one, I can't remember. Anyways, I'm putting the stock shocks back on. Just remember when you go to put your upper shock tower on, when you bag, lift your lower control arm all the way up so your shock is at full drop. It's compressed. I left probably ½ inch of play at full drop just so I don't want to take a chance of it bottoming out. And if I'm to at full, if I was to lift the shock, I'm going to show you. So full drop, a full drop, the shock will go up that much more. That's how much it's going to drop. So that's a good 5 inches. I don't know. Yeah, probably a good 5 inches. And then at full lift, this thing, it drops down to about here. So anyways, I can't show you with the wheel on because that's going to be next. This is a project truck, but if you're bagging your truck, your Nissan, there you go. Hope you got some ideas, answered some questions. Don't give up. Just do it. Trial and error. Anyways, next. Okay, I hope you got some insight on what it's going to take to bag your Nissan or Toyota pickup. It's not that difficult. It is going to take some time. Be patient. I did a lot of research. Probably the best videos out there that you're going to be able to find are from rohdefab. It's his channel, Scraping Pavement. You can contact him. Man, I've contacted him, sent him emails. He's gotten back to me with the same day. I know he's busy fabricating, but check out his channel at Scraping Pavement. Like I said, I tried to do my truck. Like he did his on his video when he's lowering his Nissan. But some of the stuff he was selling back then, like a triangular link for the front end. I think it's called a triangular link. He doesn't sell that anymore, so I was gonna make my own, and then I changed my mind. Just wanted to keep it simple. Want to make this video and something simple where just anybody can do it with like simple tools. I do have a welder. I have a plasma cutter. I didn't have to use a plasma cutter, but it just shortened things up. You can use a grinder. Anyway, stick around for the next video. It's going to be boring out the Nissan Titan wheels so they'll fit on the 95 D21 Hardbody. Later.